Jazzy Joe's Vinyl Adventures.
Okay, give me a beat.
Watch this. This.
Hi everyone, welcome to this web series and 14th episode of Jazzy Joe's Vinyl Adventures, the web series where I talk to various collectors, sellers and producers of vinyl records in India. In every episode, we feature different lovers and promoters of vinyl records along with my tips about collecting records. This time, we are talking to a few of Mumbai's record sellers. Friends, join me as I chat with these vinyl sellers about their record shops and about their passion of selling records. Right guys, here we are with our first seller of Mumbai. He's someone I know since a long time and I've also bought quite a few records from him in the past. Someone who's very passionate. He's been there at Thakur Village for quite a long time. He's got a shop there and he has been attending fairs. Wherever there is something about vinyl, you will find this gentleman. I am very happy and proud to present my dear friend, Mr. Pilak Bhatt. Hello, sir.
Namaste. Thank you for inviting me and thanks for having me.
I see you have a halo around your head.
Yeah, that's a tribal artifact from, Bastar, Madhya Pradesh.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I'd like to start with the basic, right in your childhood. I'd like to ask you, when did you first hear your first record and where it was? Was it at home? Maybe your parents' records or at a friend's house? Where did you hear your first record?
My parents were very much into music and they used to attend concerts of the likes of Ravi Shankar, Ali Akbar Khan. उस जमाने में महफिल चलते होते थे, रात भर जाते थे. They were connoisseurs of music. And one day my mama took me to a record store on Linking Road in Bandra called The Twist. तो वहाँ एक चबी चक्कर की एक record थी. That was my first encounter with the music. चबी चक्कर, Let's Twist. वो टाइम पे twist का जमाना था. Then the Ventures happened. Yes. Then the Ventures की records ली और हमारे घर में गराट का player था, बड़ा speaker था and amp preamp थे. So I was very fascinated by all this, right from my early age. And then the Beatles happened, then the Woodstock happened, and then that changed my life. So I thought, okay, whenever I get an opportunity, I will jump into music and make music my life.
Oh.
So I started collecting, and now I have a huge collection.
And how old were you, Pilak? How old were you with your first experience?
First experience when I was 6 to 7 years.
Oh, wow.
So it started since then.
Yeah. Wow.
And,
most of the people I'm talking to are telling me the same age group, 6 to 10, when they encountered records for the first time in their life. So I guess it bites you when you are young.
Yes. And especially it helps when, your family members are into music. So I can say music is in my blood. My uncle, Mr. Dilip Purohit, he was a great collector of music. And he had a great collection of 78 RPMs. And luckily I inherited all those, his collection. And my brothers also helped me a lot and gave their share to me also. So I'm thankful to them. Yeah, so I've ended up having a huge collection of 78 RPMs also.
Do you remember your first record that you bought, maybe with your own money, and your first turntable? Do you remember that?
Yeah. During those times, you'll be surprised. Even in petrol pumps, where you go for filling the petrols, they had kiosks. So in Vilepale, there was one petrol pump, I remember the names also, JB Desai and Company. There they had a kiosk of records. So I bought my first record, Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd, from there, from petrol pump.
Oh, wow. Okay. What an album. What a great album to buy.
Yeah, it's a mind-blowing album.
Very true, very true. And your first turntable, do you remember which model it was, which make it was?
Garrett turntable. It was a changer, whereby you could put 745 RPMs at one time, and then they would drop one by one, and very fascinating.
Exactly. And now we come to today. How many records do you think you have today?
I actually, don't count because it's scary, how much money I spent on collecting records. So my wife always, of course, she's very supportive and helps me a lot running the shop and things like that. But it must be over a lakh easily.
Oh, wow.
Including 45 RPMs, 78 RPMs, 45 RPMs, 78s. I got a lot of CDs too, cassettes. I collect everything,
Yeah. I think it's the same answer for every married man.
Yeah.
I think it's a.
I was not spared kitchen also. In kitchen also we have cabinets full of records.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So my wife is very, very cooperative and helpful. And my son is also helping me with the site, and we have a site musiccircle.co.in, and he runs so that helps. It's a family thing.
Yeah, fantastic. And if I were to ask you your favorite record among these 1 lakh records, would you be able to give me an answer?
Yes, certainly. Carlos Santana is my all-time favorite. He is my god. So I have I have done my own compilation of Santana's Best of Santana, and I keep listening to it all the time. And the beauty about Santana is, through Santana, I came to know about other musicians like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Beck. So this is I consider music as a journey, to discover new artists. And that's that advice I always give to other music lovers. Don't stick to one genre. लोग बोलते हैं मेरे को खाली गजल पसंद है, मेरे को खाली बॉलीवुड पसंद है. ऐसा नहीं. आप एक्सप्लोर कीजिए. Be venturesome. आपको बहुत अच्छा म्यूजिक मिलेगा. Be it African music, Arabic music. I have all kinds of music. So my philosophy. Music is a universal language, and you should be open-minded.
No, I totally agree with you. I think that's a fantastic thing to say, that you should not limit yourself to what you know. Yeah. Once you get the records that you know, I think you should venture. You should listen to more. Learn more artists and more genres.
जी कभी शॉप में हमारे आते हैं तो दे सीक गाइडेंस. मैं बोलता हूँ अच्छा आपको क्लासिक रॉक पसंद है, आप हिंदी में आर डी बर्मन क्यों नहीं ट्राई करते हैं? अगर अच्छा चलो आर डी बर्मन करते हैं, आपको इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक है, व्हाई डोंट यू ट्राई मदन मोहन, ओपन एयर, all those things, so they discover. So we are like a guide to them, especially for the newbies, and they feel very nice. And बाद में फोन करके बोलते आपने ये recommend किया, बहुत पसंद आया, and then they takes them to a new journey. एक अलग जर्नी चालू हो जाती है from their fixed genre.
Exactly. And now we come to your selling experience.
जी.
According to you, in Bombay, the local crowd, what do they buy the most from you?
Yeah, we specialize in classic rock, but there are lovers of Bollywood also. So classic rock, Bollywood, Indian classical sells, ghazals. These are like all-time good selling albums.
And what about your international customers? Because you are also on the internet as Music Circle. You are also on Discogs. You are also on other places. So, what do your international customers prefer?
Yeah, international customers prefer the disco sounds of the 70s and the westernized sound. Teesri Manzil kind of soundtrack they like very much, and also soundtrack like Curse, Kurbani, and these are all-time favorites of them. And some foreigners are also, Japanese customers are very much into Indian classical music. And they come well prepared, they know what they want. So they are familiar with the Indian artists like Kishori Amonkar. And so I'm very happy to know that, music transcends language and barriers.
And what is your opinion on the new records that are being made in India? A lot of companies are making them. A lot of individuals have come together to make new albums, movie soundtracks, other albums. What is your opinion on the new records that are coming out in India?
No, that is a very healthy trend, I would say, because many newbies, they want to have a clean sound. It just come from the CD. So they like that sound, so that there's nothing wrong with that. So अपने सबकी अपनी अपनी जगह है, and I think that it is a very good trend. New records coming in, more and more people are jumping into the fray.
Okay. And what about the price factor? Do you think the price is correct, or do you think it should be less or more?
Yeah, unfortunately, in India the duties are very high. So when you import, it's almost about 40 to 50%, and then there is 18% GST. So all this makes it very expensive and elitist. I want music to reach to the common man also. अभी एक अच्छा ट्रेंड चालू हुआ है, Amazon में 4,500 में आपको एक टर्नटेबल मिल रहा है. That's a very good thing, and there's so many varieties are there. So if records prices can be brought down, then आपको घर घर में पहले जैसे होता था वैसे ट्रेंड चालू हो जाएगा, and that will be a very great thing. So I would request government to reduce the duties and import duties and GSTs.
Yeah. And do you think vinyl has a future in India? Do you think more should be made and there is a market to explore more records being released?
Yeah, definitely there is a future, but of course it will always remain a niche market, it being slightly expensive medium, because record की longevity सर बहुत है. records मेरे पास 1904 की गोहर जान है. आज भी आप सुनेंगे तो लगेगा कि क्या बात है. So the record has a great longevity, and there are so many titles which are not in other formats that are there in the records. So I hope someday, some NGO or someone helps me in, digitizing these 78 rare things that I've got and put it for researchers and musicologists. Yeah.
Wonderful. Great, Pilak. It's great talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing so much with us. It's great, Pilak. Thank you very much.
I would like to say, sir, you have also done a great thing. You've taken a great initiative. और आपका जो इनिशिएटिव है उससे भी वाइनल वर्ल्ड को और एक अच्छा बूस्ट मिल रहा है, and it brings the community more together. So I'm very happy for your efforts.
Yeah, thank you. That is what we want to do. We want to bring all the vinyl lovers together. There are not too many of us. We are not the majority people in India, but we want. That's what I want to do. I want to bring everyone together. Sellers, collectors.
राइट आपकी लोगों की जैसे जो फोरम चलाते हैं, जो ये करते हैं, बॉन्ड ज्यादा बढ़ गया है, एंड वी आर वेरी क्लोज knit community.
Wonderful. And you are a big part of the community, so I thank you for your time and for your knowledge. Thank you.
Such a pleasure it was talking to you. Thank you. Bye.
And now let's go on to our next seller from Mumbai. He's also someone who's been there for years and years. I think all the record collectors in Mumbai know who I am talking about. I am talking about my dear friend Abdul Razak Saab. नमस्कार अब्दुल भाई, क्या हाल चाल?
नमस्कार सर.
कैसे हैं आप? ठीक ठाक?
फर्स्ट क्लास.
मैं आपसे सबसे पहले मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो आपका सफर शुरू हुआ रिकॉर्ड्स के साथ, जो आपका जीवन में सफर शुरू हुआ, वो कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, किस उम्र से शुरू हुआ, और आपका पहला रिकॉर्ड आपने किधर सुना? आपने घर में सुना, दुकान पे सुना, कहाँ सुना आपने अपना पहला रिकॉर्ड सर?
ये 1979 से मैं स्टार्ट किया हूँ.
अच्छा,
79. हाँ, और रिकॉर्ड्स में एक अपने दोस्त के घर पे सुना था.
अच्छा जी.
है ना, वो बैंड्रे में रहता है, उसके घर पे गया था तो उसने रिकॉर्ड सुनाया था. तो उसने बोला रजाक भाई ये रिकॉर्ड्स का क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छा है, आप एक दो बार जरा सुनो आके.
उस समय उम्र क्या था जिस समय आपने पहला रिकॉर्ड सुना? हाँ जी.
हाँ, उस टाइम कुछ 18 इयर्स का था, 18 साल.
अच्छा, और आपको याद है आपका पहला रिकॉर्ड जो आपने खरीदा, आपको याद है?
मैं सबसे पहले जो रिकॉर्ड्स खरीदा था अपना ये पिक्चर का था, मोहम्मद रफी साहब का जो मिक्स गाने रहते हैं ना.
हाँ जी.
हाँ, मिक्स गाने वो लिया था.
अच्छा,
वो बेचा था पहला.
और पहला टर्न टेबल कौन सा था आपका?
फिलिप्स.
अच्छा, फिलिप्स.
छोटा बॉक्स वाला, स्पीकर्स वाला, वो बेचा था.
अब्दुल भाई, आज कितने रिकॉर्ड हैं आपके पास? गिने आपने?
अभी मैं तो काउंटिंग किया नहीं हूँ सर. हालांकि मेरे घर पे भी थोड़ा बहुत स्टॉक रखा है, थोड़ा दुकान में रखा है ना. ऐसा कोई होगा 6-8 हजार रिकॉर्ड्स होगा कम से कम।
अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि आपका फेवरेट रिकॉर्ड कौन सा है तो आप मुझे बता पाएंगे आपका एक रिकॉर्ड जो सबसे ज्यादा पसंद हो आपको?
अभी आप ऐसा बोलोगे तो देखो, ओल्ड पिक्चर में अगर है, जिन्हें पिक्चर की आप बात करो तो शबी कपूर साहब की पिक्चर है कश्मीर की कली कली।
मुंबई के जो लोकल लोग हैं वो क्या खरीदते हैं ज्यादातर?
ज्यादा मुंबई के जो लोकल लोग जो है ना, वो 70s का ज्यादा ढूंढते हैं।
अच्छा जी।
70s के जो, हाँ, ज्यादातर वही हम लोग मांगते हैं। जैसा अभी यादों की बारात है, समझे, देवानंद की अपना क्या बोलते हैं इसकी, जॉनी मेरा नाम है, देवानंद की ज्वेल थीफ है,
हाँ जी,
अपना, हाँ, गुरुदत्त की प्यासा है, हम किसी से कम नहीं है,
हाँ
यानी
जी,
सब लोग को आर.डी. बर्मन की म्यूजिक है। फिर अपना जो फेमस जो आर्टिस्ट लोग है, जैसा पप्पी लहरी की म्यूजिक है, जो कोई डिस्को वाला सुनता है तो डिस्को लेता है,
हाँ
वैसा
जी।
है।
जो लोग बाहर से खरीदने के लिए आते हैं वो लोग क्या खरीदते हैं, उन्हें क्या पसंद है?
बाहर से देखो इंडियन भी आते हैं, फॉरेनर भी आते हैं।
हाँ जी,
अभी इंडियन जो एनआरआई रहेगा, इंडियन एनआरआई जो आते हैं तो वो मैक्सिमम इंडियन मूवीज के सॉन्ग के गाने के पिक्चर के लेते हैं। अगर
हाँ जी,
फॉरेनर कोई आ गया तो वो भी हिंदी सॉन्ग के लेते हैं रिकॉर्ड्स, या
हाँ जी।
फिर क्लासिकल।
ये जो नए रिकॉर्ड बन रहे हैं, कंपनीज नए रिकॉर्ड निकाल रही हैं, हमारे यार दोस्त
हाँ।
नए नए रिकॉर्ड बना रहे हैं, उनके बारे में आप क्या
हाँ।
सोचते हो? वो कैसे लगते हैं
अभी
आपको?
नए रिकॉर्ड जो बन रहे हैं पिक्चर के, जो बना रहे हैं, वो एक्चुअली क्या डिजिटल है ना, तो डिजिटल में क्या आवाज थोड़ा दब जाता है, खुल
हाँ
के
जी।
आवाज आता नहीं है। अभी पुराना रिकॉर्ड सुनो वही पिक्चर का, और
अच्छा।
नया रिकॉर्ड सुनो वही पिक्चर का, तो बहुत डिफरेंस लगेगा आपको।
अच्छा,
हाँ,
अच्छा।
और पुराना जो एनालॉग रिकॉर्डिंग है, और जब
हाँ
तक एनालॉग रिकॉर्डिंग स्क्रैचिंग साउंड नहीं आएगा तब तक मजा नहीं आता है।
हाँ जी।
डिजिटल सीडी का क्वालिटी हो जाता है।
जो नए रिकॉर्ड्स की कीमत है उनके बारे में आप क्या सोचते हैं? प्राइस ठीक है, कम है, ज्यादा है?
पब्लिक के बजट के बाहर हो जाता है।
अच्छा,
पब्लिक, हाँ, बहुत यानी नाराज हो जाती है कि यार इतना पैसा नहीं होना चाहिए। पहले
अच्छा।
सर हम लोग को भी देखो, कंपनी देती है वो हिसाब से हम लोग जो मार्जिन है वो हिसाब से हम खुद देते हैं।
हाँ
अभी
जी।
बीच में क्या है, 1000 रुपए तक का तो आदमी खर्चा कर लेता था, 800 रुपया, 900 रुपया, 1000 रुपये में खर्चा कर लेता। अभी डायरेक्ट 2000 रुपया कर दिया ना, तो 2000 में क्या है, पब्लिक बोलती है यार एक रिकॉर्ड में 2000 डालना तो 4 यूनिट ले लेना। अच्छा ऐसा बोलते हैं।
हाँ जी। और आपके हिसाब से रिकॉर्ड्स का फ्यूचर क्या है इंडिया में? क्या रिकॉर्ड्स और बढ़ेंगे, बिकने और छपेंगे और बनेंगे, कंपनियां और बनाएंगी? आपके हिसाब से क्या फ्यूचर है?
अच्छी क्वालिटी एनालॉग रिकॉर्डिंग होगी, शायद एनालॉग की रिकॉर्डिंग क्वालिटी मिलेगी तो पब्लिक को बहुत इंटरेस्ट है।
और नई जनरेशन को आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? जो आज की नई जनरेशन है उनको आप रिकॉर्ड के बारे में अगर कुछ कहना चाहेंगे, कुछ एडवाइस देना चाहेंगे, तो वो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
नई जनरेशन को तो हम लोग बहुत बोलते हैं कि भाई अभी का टाइम में तुम्हारे को अगर सुनना है तो एनालॉग रिकॉर्डिंग रिकॉर्ड्स पे ही सुनो, बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी है, आपको पसंद भी आएगी, और चीज अच्छी है, लाइफ टाइम रहेगी आपको। सीडी से इतना डिजिटल रहता है, सीडीज में इतना वो नहीं रहता है क्वालिटी। तो पब्लिक बोलती है कि अभी यार यूट्यूब पे तो आ गया सब, मेरा यूट्यूब पे आ गया सब, डिजिटल आ गया, एनालॉग वाला बहुत कम उसमें।
हाँ जी,
बोले यूट्यूब है, फिर अपना दूसरे भी और 2-3 चैनल है, उस पर फ्री बताते हैं ना,
हाँ जी,
बोले उस पे आ गया सब, बोला उस पे आ गया है, लेकिन इसका क्वालिटी और उसका क्वालिटी में बहुत फर्क है। आप
हाँ
एक बार सुन के देख, फिर बाद में चेक करके बताओ।
हाँ जी,
फिर लोगों को कितना मैं यहाँ पे बजा के भी बताता हूँ कि देखो ये क्वालिटी सुनो और आपका यूट्यूब वाला क्वालिटी सुनो।
हाँ जी,
कुछ बोलते हैं हाँ क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छी है आपके जूनियर रिकॉर्ड्स, वो
हाँ
हिसाब।
जी। बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया अब्दुल भाई, आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर। भगवान करे कि न्यू जनरेशन आपकी बात सुने और रिकॉर्ड बिके और लोग
सही बात।
एनालॉग का मजा लें। अभी के
सही
लिए
बात।
शुक्रिया, आपने इतना वक्त निकाला। थैंक यू सो मच
शुक्रिया।
अब्दुल भाई। नमस्कार जी।
मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट।
हाँ जी।
नमस्कार।
All right, guys. Now we come to our third gentleman in this episode, and this is a place in Mumbai that every collector of vinyl would know. It is not open anymore. It closed down a couple of years back, but I'm sure that all Mumbai collectors will agree with me of the contribution of this iconic place in Mumbai. I am talking about Rhythm House. And I was lucky enough to talk to the owner, Mr. Mahmood Karmali. He is with us right now, and I wish to ask him a few questions And Mr. Karmali, hello, welcome to this episode. Welcome, sir.
Hello, Jazzy Joe, my friend. Thank you so much for having me. Very sweet of you. Wow, I love your collection of records behind you. So it's quite something. A little bit rare to see these days. Anyway, thank you so much for having me and nice to be here on your show.
Sir, undoubtedly the contribution of Rhythm House in the collection of all vinyl collectors in Mumbai is immense. You know, everybody knows that they have some records which they have bought from Rhythm House. I'm reminded of the video by the great actor Shami Kapoor ji, where he told everybody that his music collection started when Nargis, the actress, had bought a few records, 10 records to be exact, from Rhythm House. She took him to Rhythm House and said, you can buy any 10 records you like from here. And that's how his music collection started. Sir, what about the other stars who came to Rhythm House? Can you tell us a bit about that?
We had so many like him. We had so many other stars coming to us every single day. We had people coming in, musicians, singers, international artists. We'd have signing sessions, Jethro Tull, Peter Andre, we had Shiv Kumar Sharma come, we had Rahul Sharma come, we had Anushka Shankar come in, of course the great Usha Uttam would come to do a signing session once, I remember. Pankaj Udhas used to come very often, Jagjit Singh, regular. We had one day Nutan walking in. She looked so beautiful and dazzling. I remember that in a white sari she walked in to our store to buy some music. And yes, many other actors, actresses, film stars.
Wow, that's amazing. And what about your personal connections, sir? Did you have a personal affinity with vinyl records? Do you have a personal collection? Or did your family have a turntable? What about that, sir?
Personally, of course, you can't run a music store if you don't love music. So, I mean, that has always been my passion. Ever since I was a little kid, I remember my dad bringing home small EPs, SPs for us to hear. Yes, we had many record players at home. I had a big collection of music. I used to play records every afternoon. I used to come home from school or college. And I used to sit in front of the speakers and pretend that I used to be singing and there was an audience in front of me. So passion was always there. Passion for music was always there.
Amazing. And what about when did the shop open, sir? What was the year when the shop opened, and what was the year you took over, and what were your thought processes in stocking the vinyl? What did you stock according to? Did you stock anything that came, or did you have a policy that we should stock this genre and that genre? You know, it should be jazz, it should be pop. What did you think while stocking the vinyl shop, sir?
So when did we start? We started somewhere, I think, in the late 30s, early 40s. Started as a small vinyl, you know, kind of we used to keep jukeboxes. We used to sell jukeboxes to the Maharajas. It was a princely affair. Buying music those days was not everybody's cup of tea. So only the rich people could afford to buy music. We used to set up jukeboxes, we used to set up equipment, you know, the small Ramlik players with speakers. We used to sell 45s. And then of course we progressed into so many other things, electronics, and of course music being our biggest thing, CDs, cassettes. That was a great era. The cassette and the CD was really the great era of music. Till finally we had to shut shop about 4 years ago. So Rhythm House days, yes, stocking was a little tricky thing, and I think that was one of the reasons, you know, we had a reputation of being able to supply or being able to sell whatever somebody wanted. If Rhythm House did not have it, you could not have got it anywhere, probably in the world. So that was a reputation that we carried, so that's why we had to actually stock very well, and we had to stock a lot. We kept everything that people asked us to. We kept everything that we kept everything that we could get our hands on, and much more. Of course, everything that the company gave. And we had a wide variety. We used to keep Bengali music, we used to keep South Indian music, we used to keep classical music, Western classical, Indian classical, rock, pop, jazz, etc.
And what, according to you, was the genre, was the type of record that local Mumbaikars preferred? What did the locals buy? And what did the foreigners buy who came to the shop? Can you tell us a bit about that, sir?
So the Indian customers would buy, of course, Hindi film music, by far the biggest appeal. Old Hindi film music, great stuff. You know, Kishore, Manna Dey. Going back to KL Saigal days, Kanan Bala, we used to sell a lot of that. Pankaj Malik. And we had a lot of international customers who bought English music, Western music, instrumental, vocal, easy listening, pop, jazz. So we had a big customer base of that kind of customer. Western classical, we are the biggest seller of Western classical probably throughout the country. Even maybe throughout Asia has a music store, single music store. So foreigners used to love to come and buy, of course, Indian music, classical, Indian classical. We had a big collection in India. That was our strength. Our real strength was Indian classical, fusion, and that kind of music.
Right, sir. And what about the future of vinyl in India? Do you see a future of records? Do you think records will survive? Maybe in a small way, or maybe there will be a resurgence of vinyl. What do you feel about that, sir?
The future of records is big, is very big. It already is very big. I mean, all over the world, it's kind of spelt the revival in some way, revival of the industry. So it is something that, yes, it's going to be in the next 10 years. I think in India, it will be a big thing. And that's why I continue to support it, and I sell music online through my store, JNO Entertainment. I sell music, I sell mostly vinyls, mostly records, and a few CDs. So yes, it's here to stay. The kids love it. The good thing is the kids love it. You know, younger people have taken an interest to buying vinyls and stocking and storing them, listening to them, getting that touch and feel that you can't get even from CDs, and surely you can't get from digital. So yes, I think the future of vinyl is, I mean, it's not earth-shattering, but it's definitely going to be a revival of the music industry.
Wow, amazing. I thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mehmoodji. Thank you so much for taking our time and talking to us about vinyl and the future and how it used to be. I think that will serve as an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Jaji, for having me on your show, and long live the vinyl. It was so good to speak to somebody who has a passion for vinyl, music, records, and yes, all the very best to you.
Now it's time for the collector's tip of this episode for new vinyl collectors. This time I would like to talk about the variety of your record collection. Don't just go for the typical stuff that you already know. Once you've collected your favorites, experiment with other artists and genres. Remember, it's when you branch out and leave your comfort zone that you will find the real gold. The ultimate goal of collecting records should be the discovery of something new from the past to the present. If you are not going to experiment with new artists and music, you will be bound to have a limited collection, both in quantity and variety. So, along with or after collecting your favorites, do try something different and new so that you can experience the ocean that is music, not just dip your foot in a pond. Do make your collection smartly so that you can enjoy your vinyl collection for decades to come. And now we come to the end of this episode, featuring record sellers from Mumbai. Do tune into our next episode, which will once again be talking about vinyl and the people who love them in India. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please subscribe to this channel and like and share this video so that others can appreciate vinyl too. You can also send any questions, suggestions, or feedback to this email jazzyvinyl@yahoo.com. For my vinyl collector friends, happy collecting, and for everyone else watching, thank you and hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, take care and long live the vinyl.
Watch this. This.